Greetings, Africans. This is my channel. My name is Tibos Kosana. As we wake up to the news, right, the reported news about the banning of Dr. Mboweni Ndlozi. He's banning from attending the ANC, attending the EFF third conference, right, the NPA. So wake up to the news that the Sunday World is reporting that the EFF has banned Dr. Ndlozi from attending the EFF's third NPA, National People's Assembly, which is actually a national conference or a national elective conference, right? So these are the news. Of course, this news have not been communicated through the official channels of the economic freedom fighters. But I want us to dissect the issue now. But what does it mean now? What does it mean? Because, I mean, for quite some time, Dr. Ndlozi has been quiet, especially on the issues of the EFF. I, for one, last week, or at the beginning of this week, published a video saying, I'm saying he needs to save himself. Where I'm saying Dr. Ndlozi needs to save himself by leaving the EFF, right? Because those who are close to Julius Malema, the EFF's president, the commander-in-chief, have been launching attacks against Dr. Ndlozi. And of course, these attacks have been empowered by the fact that Julius Malema himself is the first one to open the attacks against Dr. Ndlozi, right? And again, because remember when he addressed the gathering, the EFF gathering in Soweto, where he spoke about some of the EFF leaders who are popular on social media, but are quiet in terms when it comes to defending the EFF, right? To an extent that even spoke about their partners liking the posts, the social media posts that are published by those who have left the EFF, right? Of course, he was referring to Dr. Ndlozi's wife, Mabatu Monzo. So to see how personally now it was escalating, I think now it has become even further deteriorated, because now Floyd Shivambu confirmed that they are good friends with Dr. Mboweni Ndlozi. And again, you'd remember when Floyd Shivambu left the EFF, he said some of the EFF members knew about his departure, that he had informed them, right, about 2 weeks ago or 2 weeks before his departure. Right, and indeed, Julius Malema in their EFF podcast, he confirmed that indeed it is true that some of the EFF leaders, senior leaders, knew about Floyd Shivambu's departure, and we could tell that they was referring to Dr. Mboweni Ndlozi when he said they had to call the fellow in, although he didn't mention his name, that had to call the fellow in and ask him, was he aware that Floyd Shivambu was planning to departure from the EFF, and did he confirm that he was aware, right? And you can see how isolated Dr. Ndlozi has been since that since Floyd Shivambu's departure. You can see how he's been isolated. I think he has missed about the 2 CCT meetings. The CCT is the Central Command Team, is the highest decision-making structure in between the conferences. He's a member there, not just a member, a senior member in that structure. But he has missed about 2 meetings. Right? What does that tell you? Because even when he affirms on his Twitter or X platform that he's still a member of the EFF, is loyal to EFF, he's still being attacked for that. Because some are saying no, but he's misleading them. You see? So you can tell when someone is no longer wanted within a structure or within an organization. You see. So now, because of his close relations with Floyd Shivambu, he has become a suspect, number one. Seemingly is no longer trusted within the EFF. So now for them to even go as far as now as banning, although we know in terms of the organization, the language is not a ban, it is suspension. So for them to suspend him is to ensure that he does not attend the elective conference. Because remember, there are those who want him to be the Secretary General, and there are those who want him to be the Deputy President. And of course, Julius Malema has got his preferences for those positions. Right? In terms of the SG, he's preferring the incumbent Marshall Dlamini. And in terms of the Deputy President, he prefers Godrich Gadi. You see. So now in terms, remember, he cannot be elected. Here I'm talking about Dr. Ndlozi. He cannot be elected when he's still suspended from the organization. See? So meaning he cannot attend a conference. So they cannot elect him in his absence. So to see what they're trying to do there is to isolate him totally, move him out of the organization. You see. So again, this tells you that the democrats that we've been told about, hey, there's democracy in the EFF, that thing does not exist. That freedom there does not exist. You see. And again, the guy is in a tough position because recently has been launching attacks against President Zuma. So now it becomes very difficult for him now that if he indeed leaves the EFF, then what's going to happen to him politically? Right? Because now he's got these hostilities towards the, President Zuma. What will happen here? Will he apologize to President Zuma and then join the Umkhonto weSizwe party? We don't know. I think that's the reason why he's been so quiet, because he's still trying to plan and see how his future pans out. Remember, he's getting a salary from Parliament as an EFF's member of Parliament. So he cannot just leave abruptly without a concrete plan. As educated as he is, but he still needs an immediate plan. Right? That if he quits the EFF, then what next? In terms of his livelihood and all of that. I really hope that psychologically, mentally, the guy is okay where he is, because you can understand how difficult this period has been for him. I'll see. I just wanted to talk on that one. I'll leave it at that. You know, as always, you are welcome to comment in the comment section below. Please remember to like and share and hit that notification button. And remember to subscribe if you've not yet subscribed. Siyabonga ma-Afrika.